Greetings, this is Freener Rudimentra. I welcome you to my recap of Critical Role, episode 96 of Campaign 3, Saga of the Bells Hells. Right? Oh, left my notepad over here 1 second. We start a quick start with their ads, with their primary sponsor being Thorum.
It's like having a little piece of history bundled together in a beautiful watch. So for tonight's ad read, I thought it would be fun to learn about the history of timekeeping, or horology, as I've recently learned.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
So please welcome, all the way from Frankfurt, famous German clock historians Fritz Kitzlenmelker and Manfred Kitzlenmelker.
Guten Abend, Damen und Herren.
Hello.
No.
Thank you so much for joining us. So, talk about the history of horology.
Yeah. The history of horology is as tedious as it is horrifying.
In 1410, Nicholas of Cadan built Prague's magnificent astronomical clock, and shortly after, yes, laughter, the coward's response to oblivion. And shortly after had his eyes burned from their sockets by the city council so that he could never build such a clock for another country again. They say he died by throwing his body upon the gears, cursing those who blinded him, and breaking the clock he once loved.
His creation, much like his guts, bones, and sinew, reduced to waste and silence.
Wow, that's a lot. It sounds like Mikola's clock needed one of Thorum's lifetime warranties, am I right?
Such an arrangement did not exist in the 1400s, but natürlich, yeah.
Okay, do you guys have any lighthearted facts about clocks or watches?
In Cambridge, one may gaze upon the corpus clock, which features a grotesque grasshopper-like creature that slowly consumes each passing second the sounds of its hourly chime created by dropping a chain through a wooden coffin upon its back.
The chronophage consumes moments happy and sad and excretes only silence. It's great for the kiddies. Hallo, Kinder.
Okay, well, Thorum's watches don't do that. They're wonderful, and they offer free worldwide shipping. This is not going how I planned.
Men make plan, Marisha, but the gods laugh. This point honed to a keen edge by the death clock, an invention designed to predict the hour of one's final breath. Of course, such predictions have no substance. The hour of doom keeps its own schedule.
Okay, we've gone a little off topic.
Time,
Can we...
like a relentless river, flows ceaselessly, eroding the very essence of our existence until we are but fragments carried away into the abyss of oblivion.
Clocks with their mechanical precision stand as indifferent guardians of time, relentlessly ticking away the moments of our lives with unyielding determination.
And now,
As is inevitable.
our time has come to an end.
Gute Nacht.
So, Thorum, they got over 10,000 five-star reviews. This is one of their minimalist pendants. We love them. Go buy a watch from them. Matt, clock to you.
Okay. Laura, you're up.
I'm up.
Those guys are great.
They were great. Big fan.
Well, you just, yeah,
Big
you
fan.
just missed that.
Okay. They have a new shirt out, like "Leave the World a Better Place" thing. Sounds nice. I'm not sure if I'll get one though. I'm kind of closet limited right now. And well, as well as a sale on all past shirts, or at least most of them, for getting into Comic-Con calm season. Con, for con-cons and different of all sorts. And they're announcing that their special Candela Obscura episode of One Shot that is happening this Saturday live in the studios. I will not be watching that, watching it because I still need to start watching Candela Obscura to begin with. Mm, mm. And with that, we go into the intro and recap, which leaves us back with brings us back to Laudna and Imogen embracing each other, trying to show comfort. And more questions, like Imogen asking, "What was it, Laudna or Delilah that took the sword? Like, who was in control?" And probably one of the least comforting, the least comforting answer is that it's hard to distinguish between the two, according to Laudna. Her, there's her and her are becoming more intertwined. Lana does admit she was aware of her actions and stuff, what she was doing. And she did have control. She knows what she was doing. But also so that that according to her source of information, Delilah, it was bad. The sword was bad news. Well, I can't say that because there's a legal bad news in that world, but yeah, it was an evil blade and a blade with evil sentience. Though, Imogen is quite skeptical, saying that that Delilah, well, she seems to give some benefits to us. After everything's said and done, her goals are not based on keeping on the best interest of Laudna and stuff, but her own. She basically saying not to trust, and Laudna says to some extent she has to, but she does not really do it. She at this point, and Lana's kind of like opinion of Delilah is that she right now she's just a tool to be used. Like Delilah is just a tool to be used right now to help save the world. Once it's done, she'll discard it for all the trouble she's caused. Not sure if she'll be able to or not. Imogen does say that she honestly thinks Delilah is dishonest. She is lying, and affirms her belief that Imogen and that Laudna and Delilah are still very much separate entities. She made a little they were wondering what to do there. At one point, Imogen says, "I'll miss that little cottage," and said, and I'm not quite sure what the reference is. At first, I was wondering, wait, is this a breakup? But it doesn't appear to be that. So, though they might be coming to terms with the fact that they may not ever get a restful, like, happy ending. As long as Delilah is still around. I'm not quite sure. Then we go back to the rest of Bell's House, with the rest of Bell's House, who, upon commenting like with on Dorian expressing his confusion, realized how long he's been there, and start explaining the situation with Delilah, and that with Delilah and Laudna, and with Laudna and Imogen, like he didn't. But when he left, they were not an item yet. And this is really exciting for him.
Now I understand why they went together to talk it out.
Yes.
I thought we should all be out there helping rein her in, but it's a lover's
It's a
moment.
thing.
I get it.
Progression. They're in love. Fern and I had a threesome.
Excuse me?
Yes.
There's a whole bunch of stuff we
Yeah,
can catch up on.
Wait, Fern and I had a threesome. The math doesn't add up. Fern and I had a
The
threesome.
third
Yes,
one was an
with
ex of
his
mine
ex.
from 200 years ago.
It was awesome.
Right?
Awesome.
Standard
A
stuff,
werewolf
really.
time.
I feel like
monster situation.
a little left out. But that's all right. That's all right. I
There's
get
still
it.
time,
I get
there's
it.
still time.
No. Still time.
It's a great.
There's still a lot of meat left on this bone. Don't worry.
All right.
Yeah.
That's not what I meant.
They do explain how, like, more about the tough situation like Lala's been in, and especially how they even explain how they temporarily seem to got rid of Delilah, only for her to return, and they explain how the group was split up and the betrayal of Border. I had to relook up the names and stuff. In my head, he's always D&D. I kind of keep calling him in my head D&D a Bruno, as you very well know. They express more their belief that not all that a lot of Lana's powers aren't actually from Delilah. Like they believe a lot of them for herself. Like it wasn't just like she owes everything to Delilah. So, and we do know this. Like we've seen her use her sorcery, and they explained that she had that before she was used as Vex's stand-in, even if it was to a minor degree. Hmm. And uh, Ashton goes into this little speech about talking about like trying to explain how it might feel right now, like how he's had something like you feel like you are the villain like permanently always, and you choosing every 10 seconds to not indulge in that, choosing not to be. And toward the end of this conversation, Dorian looks to Orm and says, "Can Laudna be trusted?" And Orm just stays silent, like he's not sure. They do notice that Imogen was just outside. Uh, Not Laudna herself, but Imogen is just outside. You heard that?
Okay. No, it's no bigs in here.
I was working on a new song.
Yeah, I'll chill.
Can she be trusted? Can she be trusted? We're gonna do a 4-part harmony.
Yeah.
I liked your first pass better.
So now this is part of the conversation. She explains how she feels like how Lana is sort of feeding Lana, like making her stronger, and she explains how Lana sort of feels he has to do that for them to win. this whole situation is very confusing for her. At one point, she's even wondered out loud if she should have just uh, given in to Prodothos back on the moon, just so she could have just so she could come, be so she could have a point of understanding with Lana on this whole situation. I guess that's definitely love. If you're wondering if you should have gone through it just so you could empathize more. But yeah, love, very complicated. But throughout that but she does express what she really wants. And she kind of wants Lana to fight, like not to just give in and try to find start at least looking for a different way.
Yes, I'm coming. How loud was she?
Not enough that you heard her from about 20 feet away. Oh. My apologies.
How loud was that bit?
You heard her?
Like a whisper in your ear.
You.
What? Yeah, what? Yes. Oh. No. Sorry about that. Gotta get a light or something.
What's real? Her. That guy. We're real.
I do have one concern. I'm just concerned for Dorian.
Me? Why me?
You sweet lad. I just hope he can trust in the same way that we do, right, Dorian?
Oh, sure, Chad. I used to think that it was all about good and evil. And now I'm not so sure.
Oh.
Now I'm not so certain there's either.
Okay. They keep going. Dorian does cast as a way to show support. Cast cure wounds on Lana.
Nine, 19.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Worthless.
He was bleeding all over the floor. Oops, I just did 19 damage.
Too real.
How dare! I think there's one rule, though. Same that applies to me. If you start getting weird again, we might have to fuck you up a little bit. Knock you back into, you. Hopefully it won't happen too often, and maybe we just keep a closer eye when items of increased arcane or, powerful magnitude are nearby.
I'm genuinely looking forward to having to knock you out one day. Like, it's actually...
Listen, I got it under control. I haven't been off the wagon in weeks.
Sure.
Months.
Clock's ticking.
Oh, you were taking time bomb, Dorian.
Oh, I've got so many issues.
Look, we're playing to win. Right?
Dangerous game.
Then Orm and Lana start talking it out, try to talk it out as if Lana brings up the nod he gave that Orm gave when it came down to deal with to have Bodor dealt with.
Like you could hear me. I said the same thing to her.
I wasn't listening to your roleplay.
What?
33 perception. Matt Murdock.
I can't remember 7 seconds ago. My hands are numb right now.
Who are you people?
Lana, do me a favor. Hold out your hands and close your eyes.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, don't trust him, actually.
We're just talking about trust and ownership and like...
All right. Yes.
I trust him, Tristan. We need a whole trust
As soon as she closes her eyes...
Put your dick in my hand.
As soon as she closes her eyes, I just break for the middle of the room, I grab the sword, I put it in the bag of holding.
Oh.
Okay.
I walk over.
Oh.
Did that fucking hurt your finger? See? All better.
Okay, in order to help Lana feel a little bit better and stuff, Ashton offers his pipe. I forget what it's called, but this was the pipe that allows you when you blow to blow like smoke from it. The smoke forms an image of your what you consider your most heroic moment, like your finest hour. Okay. No. And then Dorian tries to say it's gonna be all right. Tells them about how, as kids, like he and Cyrus, when would get into these big brawls, like no weapons but fist stuff, and then they come home bloody, bruised, and weeping to their parents. The next day, they would have like some of their best fun together, like biggest imagination, best games, stuff. Like once they get over the hurt feelings, they be stronger.
The woman we met today.
Power will do that to you.
How the fuck are we supposed to sleep tonight?
It's wondering the same thing.
It sure is gonna be hard.
Shit, Imogen, get the mirror. Hold on. Let's just make sure that's actually.
I can hear him.
I got more to drink.
That sounds nice.
Should we play spin the bottle?
What's in the bottle?
JK. I don't know, like you put a bottle down and then like wherever it points, you just kiss somebody. I don't know. That seems a little
kiss,
like flippant
just
for
this
right
every. Well, no, I'm okay. I just need to be clarified on the.
Jenny just fucking wakes up. What?
well, no, like,
What?
like something like
Trouble
to lighten the mood. You know,
You're
just
talking about
nothing like
kissing bottles.
serious.
Kissing bottles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Then we get more on Laudna and stuff, and her thoughts on Delilah. She, in her eyes, Delilah owes her life. She was the one who took it in the first place. Basically, as soon as this is over and stuff, she's gotten her dues from her. She affirms that it'll be over.
So what do you guys do now? Do you like put your hands in the center and say, "Bells how?"
We should have like a good.
We could. We actually don't have.
Even all this time you haven't come up with something like no secret
it's
handshakes.
really
No.
weird that we have.
Is this
I mean that was like
would
a
the bottle be
a
appropriate?
stereotype. I'll do
It's
it.
really
No,
cheesy.
do a thing
But
with
What, if you
bottle.
want?
is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing with like.
People
is
do
that-
it.
We
but
could
we
do
don't
it
have
for
to
the
do it. We
first,
can do
but
anything we wanted
I
to.
think you have to choose like what we say. Like, don't they count to?
Ding dong, here we come. It's bells, hells. I'm just spitballing. I'm spitballing. It could be anything.
Ding dong. I understand. Ding
Yeah.
Ding dong is really not.
It could be
Welcome to Hells.
not bad, not bad. With the two finger, we all shoot finger guns at each other.
I have a thing that I.
cool.
But then if you're carrying
I saw a
stuff,
guy
that
with one
just
of
looks
these
weird. We all, yeah. Do I put down the hammer if we do that? Is that how if we're gonna do that? That's weird. I feel like it's just complicated.
Oh, because a ham on a gun.
Oh, we could say like hammer time or something like that.
wow.
Yes, I mean, I can, no.
I feel like I've seen someone do that before.
We'll workshop it.
We'll workshop it. We'll workshop
But
it.
I like
We'll
this
workshop.
idea, though. We'll figure it out.
Someone
I
think
got
about
one. I'll
it.
go first. Ready? Everyone put your hands in.
Okay, all right, yes, yes.
Here we go. Come on. Chetney needs sleep on 3. 1, 2, 3. Chetney needs sleep. All right.
Pretty good.
All right.
Do that.
As uncomfortable and night's rest as it might have been in the wake of that experience, and I believe sleeping in through a good part of the morning is part of it. But the morning does greet you. As you all
Yeah, we'll start. They do quick calculations. Like for those who have exhaustion at this point, they calculate that they should be over, so they all have a rest start. Well, I think they say that Ashen might still have something, but we're not sure. Oh, in this part.
Button.
What?
Right in the flute, but we don't know what it is. And he hitches it to his side. And then he has Bertrand's blade with him that he's had for a long time. And it had been formerly decorated for the ball. It's good. It's good. And
And like,
same thing.
you should probably check the wiki. Like on Sunday, they'll probably have.
But this time it's got 3 pieces of lapis in the.
No, real. I'm gonna miss that call. Yeah, that was the one. Nothing yet. Mm-hmm. Okay, he decides to press one and activate one level of the Gamble Slate, which gives him the +1 benefit, but he'll have -1 to his life to his death save throw. So it is a risk. This is the first time he's ever activated it. And he's like that for the rest of a day at least. He can't change until the next day. Uh, Essex explains their intended location, like how the location the intends to take them. Though they notice the intent, just make sure they don't explain it here.
Little details. I noticed the word choice, intending, right? It's like pulp in my orange juice. Just get it the fuck out. What do you mean intending? Have you ever missed before?
I wish not to repeat myself. Perhaps best I tell you all when you've gathered.
Fine. Chili up there and chili here. Let's go get the others.
I like pulp.
You're not here! Take a seat! The master class is in session!
That's what you hear. That's what you hear as you walk in the door. I like pulp.
Log was still asleep, and we're going, was it her or Delilah? Sounds like Delilah.
Only Delilah would like pulp.
And everyone's talking about orange juice. Orange juice, please.
They go there, they do a little montage, and they reveal their new outfits for their trip to Eiffel. They do go in particular order, but I'm just going to go in order they listed. Yeah. This is actually like this. He's a barbarian, so the fact that it's still showing when they go, so shouldn't be that much of a problem. Yeah, there. The FCG coloring and stuff. This is all already available on the wiki, as you can see. There, got out there. FCG, but all of them should have some sort of FCG reference. And of course, RTA. And don't you dare say recognize Alpha. We know what it really means now. We got Fern. There. Nice use of the FCG jacket, though. Honestly, I kind of liked her previous look best. Like the previous one, that was the best look. Imogen, oh, she has got good, like, definitely more mature look. And stuff. There. Still showing skin, like it looks like. They do realize that this is getting ready for a trip to what is basically their Arctic Circle. Lana, they're more aristocratic with skeletons there. Honestly, I find this looks a lot like, and we know the reference. This looks a lot like Delilah's costume. I was like, to a dark place. Oh, but I don't have to tell you, like, guys. I just look at the up close of the face. Like that's like a. That one's like saw stuff. This way, it looks there is like. That's the most terrifying face I've seen so far. Okay, and you seen that up close look of him? There, too. the new Zephyr armor. Bit of FPG there, blue belt stuff there. And of course his hair has grown out over time. And then finally, Siren. Dorian. Very nice look there. I kind of like the look there. Then I saw one look there. And I realized, of all the ones there, that is his torso. That's his actual chest there. This is something. If they don't have actual cloaks to go over this, they're not going to stand a chance during their con saves. Okay, look, but I'm still concerned with this. It's definitely fashion over function for. Actually, oh wait, I have a clip on some of these things when they're describing themselves. But yes, they do have their own stats. Despite the fact that Orm still has the Fey touch feat, which was a part of his deal with Nanamori. Despite the fact that part of the deal was broken with FCG's demise.
He's wearing the sluggiest shirt. When you're first looking at it, it's just like a fully open, poofy pirate arm sleeve, sheer shirt. But if you were to get really, really close, you would notice this was his
Tiny little nipples.
medium. Proportional. I'm checking the art. You would notice that this was the gift that Keyleth had gotten for him and made, which if you look really close, the threads are like really fine mithril. So he just gets a little bit of
I didn't know
that
was an option. I love sheer shit. In case you hadn't noticed,
I got it approved.
You both can go nip out. It's okay.
My robe is also kind of sheer. Everything's kind of sheer, but my nips are covered.
Good. That's good.
All right.
He has a case, but it's like a half cape.
Coming out from all.
Everyone's got nipples.
Yeah.
Everyone's got.
Every time she casts a big spell, they just grow. It just spreads a little further.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's a pepperoni Patronus. You said it, not me.
It's all beautiful.
That is a very slutty shirt you got on.
Oh, thank you.
In the best way.
I appreciate it. And half cape, same ombre, and then instead of that kind of armor up top, he's got one shoulder pauldron. And the most noticeable thing is that the second son always wore silver, and now all of the metal accent armor pieces are all gold now.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
That hurts.
And his crafty mandolin that used to be red that he got from Dariax, it's now blue and sunburst. And on the back, next to his set list, is just a little etching of FCG's little grass symbol. Yeah. That's it.
You're gonna freeze your nips off in the tundra.
This design came before that.
We got cloaks.
You got cloaks.
There's cloaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin my sheer vibes.
We're
We got
wearing
sheer
winter
vibes.
onesies over everything.
No.
Flowy.
My arms down.
Lorna is pulling out kind of what she made in a fugue state last night. She was kind of out of it. And as you look, she's kind of examining it, almost like it's the first time she's
focusing too much on that sword.
Six bells, and then two that have kind of faded off to the corner in the very back, and it doesn't say just don't anymore. It says smiley day.
in the most threatening way fucking possible.
I love that so much.
Smiley day.
Oh,
bitch.
that's so good.
Oh, I love it.
So,
You know, there's gonna be a new shirt coming out, or something, or apparel coming out that says "Smile Day," but in like most metal, angular letters ever. Probably even have blood dripping off or something like that.
We've got the ring. We've got the orb. I can plop it in somebody else if we need it.
touche.
Yeah, they're looking at what they're equipped with and what they're attuned to right now.
That's
like,
actually a really good idea. Take it back.
Maybe I can plant it on.
I can't wear that ring of protection anymore.
What's his name? Ludinus. That's who we're fighting.
He who cannot be named.
Yeah, I'm full up on above table. I'm full up on attunement now with my new armor, so I've taken off a ring of protection. We can either absorb it or someone could wear it.
Is it a plus?
Yeah, or protect. They try to figure out, like, divvy up, like, whether they absorb something unneeded. Try to figure out who has attunement slots.
What is that sword? Was it very rare?
It's a +3 sword. It's probably pretty baller.
It is legendary,
Oh,
but it's also a kick-ass
it's a
weapon.
fucking sick sword.
That it requires attunement.
Yeah.
Someone should use that sword.
Says Marisha.
I know this is
why would we
probably
take that
mixed
off the
messages,
table? Why would we-
but
It is.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we'll
yeah,
get to
we'll
it.
get to it. We'll get to it.
use the sword.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Butcher's Bill, ring of power. Everybody-
Mm-hmm.
Cowards.
All right.
You're doing Let's go. We got business. Plus, Seth is downstairs being a little bit of a bitch about the timetable, so we should go. Whatever you do, don't ask him to repeat himself. What? It's a long story.
Piercing gloves, right, Marisha?
Chet, as you open the door, on the other side of the door, you see Seth immediately there. It's like, Seth also has keen ears and can overhear nearby conversations.
I'm sorry.
Come on in, Seth.
And just closes the door, drops the illusion. And it's like, once again, just kind of gliding about 1.5 inches.
Mm-hmm. He goes on give a brief. He gives and Essex gives a brief overview of what's to expect in AO, like what happened to it, like Adra kind of stuff, like say crash, so, and also explains the weird magic, like where, it's can't believe they got rid of Scream Beetle. At some point, I'm kind of hoping the lads, forget they need more. It just lets them unabsorb it. Okay, there's as it gives also another warning. They must trust in his word. Very well, this because he is more the expert on the area in this group now, and it is dangerous.
Breath seeming pulled from your lungs as you feel the gravity drawing you.
He then attempts to teleport and does one about the weird magic. How it's I think everything's a little more weirded out. I think it's like effects have lessened to the start of the solstice, but where they're going to, it has been strong and been going there way longer.
You into the center. As it releases, I need one of you to roll a D100 for me, please.
Who's doing it? Who's doing it?
D100.
I'm not doing
You,
it.
You got
new
the
guy.
experience.
You.
No. Where is it?
2d10.
Is it?
It's
They're the
yeah,
twin
that
dice.
one, and
yeah.
that one, and
Find that one's twin.
And then a D10. Wait, no.
Same shape.
Oh, that's even scarier.
So one of them is the tens, one of them is the single digits.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got this.
Tell me if it's
Come
good
on.
or bad. I'm gonna do it right in the middle so
Do
everybody
it,
can see.
Oh, 14.
Ooh, is that right?
10 and 4?
Yeah, 14.
14.
Why is he's doing it?
That ain't
Low
good.
numbers are great.
That's not good.
Lowest number wins,
feel
just like
like-
golf.
Look, you're just gonna look at Matt's face.
Same thing, right?
As you all get pulled in, you see like the arcane tunnel begin to pull, and then suddenly this like clouded static fires from the middle of your minds. The arcane core of what was pulling you in detonates, and you all go scattered across the room, slamming into the wooden walls. The wood panels splinter a bit, and you all kind of land dazed for a minute.
Auspicious start.
How did we do?
That was fun.
How did we do?
Is it your?
Good job.
All of you take 11 points of force damage.
You guys are jerks!
Well, the gate.
Are we there yet?
What did
you do? Nothing.
As it pulls himself off the floor and goes, like I said.
They do attempt another go at it, and no dig damage stuff. They do land, and they land still, and has like yes, isocross, like in there, and until whoever says okay, better than the other, but still freaked up. Apparently, they are not actually in isocross, but actually in Taldori, right, they can see up the hill a mountain like a mountain. In the mountains, a city which he identifies as Lagorn, right round here. They go in one last try, because he said because then he'll be out of the exact level of spell song. Or at least someone he'll be willing to part with her, and
Sorry.
You will feel yourself pulled through the sudden thrust of arcane energy. You all land again in a different set of heavy snow. About knee to thigh deep, your legs are chilled into space.
Oh, it's even colder.
I can't see anything.
The dress now.
The snow here is a bit high, and around it you can see more jagged, more dangerous-looking mountains, closer, surrounding you, the heavy peaks of it looking like...
They are now in Isocross. That's good news. The bad news is, actually doesn't know where in Isocross they are. They do see up in one of the mountains nearby, or hill, a fortress of some sort with figures from, like, manning the battle fronts, and then on the ground below it, there are a few people on the ground, and two large lumbering entities approaching them, seemingly alerted. These creatures are identified as frost giants. Undead frost giants. And which leads them to?
Giants, usually nice giants?
No. Not these kind. These are unliving. These are unliving frost giants. We should hide. We should hide, as one of them kind of like
We just sit in the snow.
Oh god. Okay, wait.
Oh Jesus.
Wait.
We're gonna go to break.
Wait.
And then, well, after break,
Period. One of which seems to have taken notice of you upon the top of this snowy hill and has turned in your direction.
How far away is he? You were saying things.
I was gonna say, wait. Should I just cast fly on us and then try to get away, or should we fight it? Do I sound like that?
You don't look
No, you're Laura Bailey. You're the queen of voiceover. You sound like a bell, like an angel. Proceed.
Good cover, dude.
Ashton, how far away from our destination?
Good cover. Good cover.
oh, this is where sorry to the chat, the stats that likely there's one in the thumbnail already. You'll start seeing them in the thumbnails going forward. Imogen tries command halt on them, and actually to.
Is correct. Yeah, it has the understanding. That's what it is.
Oh,
Okay,
wait. Never mind. The spell has no effect if the target is undead.
Yep, that's what I was. So you say that.
He's
and
not
it just
stopping. He's not stopping.
It reaches over and grabs a chunk of like broken ice off a rock.
Do it.
And it's gonna
Switch on
throw it
Imogen.
in your direction.
Oh no!
That's gonna be 21 to hit.
We allow my bait and switch out that I just called out real
Sure.
fast?
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
Okay. So you get an extra.
Just quick, I just want to point out, his skin actually seems darker than his face. And and normally like when you think of tanning and stuff, like his face would be most tan, and it would be a darker than the rest.
Extra.
So yeah,
I see that rock coming. You get
You
an
did shout
extra
it.
4 to your AC.
Okay. Oh, that makes it 21.
21.
Because I took my ring off.
Oh no!
Mage armor.
You got a spare.
No, sorry. That's not. I don't have that spell. Mirror image. That's Imogen's spell.
I have the staff.
Okay.
She's full up. She's full up.
I'm full up.
She's got all the entombment she can eat.
That is 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
As this massive icicle just like you watch as it impacts right before it hits Imogen, hits the ground, and then rolls over her with rapid speed, and she just vanishes below. And as it goes over, you see her like crushed down in the snow.
Then it was revealed that Essek can actually use, despite what he said before, Essek can use teleport one more time. But Matt explains he was trying to save his 9th level slot. But at this point, he wants somebody out of danger.
A higher level.
He lied.
He's trying to save his 9th level spell for something
Oh,
else.
shit.
That never works out the way you want it to.
But he's a friend.
So
9th level.
I would like one more person to roll
That's
a
not-
D100, please.
I got this.
Bailey?
My wife's got this.
Oh, no, the pressure, no.
Yes.
You were.
We know she's going to roll high because she told us she can.
Yeah. Believe in yourself.
Not just.
Oh my god.
What was that?
That's a 48.
Uh-oh. Is it a 48?
Yep.
Gives it an advantage, though, because it's a 9th level spell.
Go back to the rock.
Just injury.
I rolled 61.
But you know what? At least it's going to get us away from here.
Yeah, we're gonna end up.
They teleport and they land in this time another snow area, but this time it's like a snow-covered glade and stuff, like pines all around and stuff there. I'm much more glad about this location for reasons I'll get into at the end of the video. Mm-hmm. Mm. They don't know where they are right now and stuff. Oh wait, nope. I haven't got that yet. They landed like another stuff, but they don't know where they are. So never mind. Jumping ahead too soon. It's then that they reveal that staff of Dark Odyssey. Like they haven't really used that to teleport. They remember that, and they just started to use maybe like a focus like one of the Aaron devices they stole from the moon, and they actually even allows some of his memories to be seen to help with for the teleportation to cast.
What's this? Okay.
Guidance?
Oh, will that help? Guidance?
No, but it's just nice to have.
It's nice.
It's
sweet. It makes
So
you feel
good.
like
it's just a nice little warm fuzzy feeling before you
okay.
go.
She cares.
And I'm just rolling. I'm just gonna roll.
You see, like as you pull the staff out, kind of Essek kind of looks at the staff with an odd glance, and as you begin to kind of concentrate and the runes begin to glow, he goes. And just like holds his breath and squints his eyes.
I don't trust anything that's about to happen.
Wait, did Essek recognize the staff?
No, he just
knows.
Okay,
It's
he
not
just
his.
knows it's bad. Yeah.
He's giving himself over.
That's a. Oh!
Well, that's.
It's cocked.
Come on. Nope.
And now, like, the hit the Stone Glade. And since they're not spent on enough spell slots and research to do it, recommends they just sit and wait wait.
And he reaches into a pouch and pulls out a face mask.
He's like a long breath.
Good night.
And kind of just like curls up at the far back part of the dome against the little hillscape that's there.
When he starts to fall asleep, I'm gonna like lift up his robe and kind of look at his feet.
Once he passes out, you mean?
Once he passes out.
Okay, make a side hand check.
Like his shoes or boots or.
See how he's floating.
I thought you just wanted to see his feet.
Not his feet.
Essek on Foot Finder.
Nope.
I rolled a 2.
She's
Sleight
old to
hand.
count on Wikifeed.
9.
A 9.
It's just regular feet.
Just barely sees. As you peek, it kind of like shoots up a little bit and pulls the face mask up a little bit over one eye and goes like, "Is there an issue?"
Did you want a foot rub to help you sleep? I was just gonna help you try to. I walk out of the globe.
As you start. Goes back to rest. It is an arduously boring 8 hours of waiting for Essek to recover his spellcraft. For all the intensity and drive and energy going into this venture towards your supposed destination of mystery and deadly traps. And now you're just sitting in a mountain waiting.
Does he not have that ability to get the 4 hours?
There are
long
limited. No, actually, yeah. As an elf, he would only have 4 hours.
Yeah.
Elf can get a full rest with 4 hours of sleep, 4 hours of rest. So, Chitney goes, leaves the Essek has like one of those domes or stuff, or some sort of like spell dome up to that Caleb kept creating. It was Chitney leaves the dome to test out his heart and perhaps find meat. Something I did notice where he goes to test out stuff. I don't remember them, but reminding them buying any short bow arrows for the thing. So shame that didn't come up like it was such hysterical, like the big thing and oh wait, but no, he either forgets or shows mercy. Ooh. Yeah.
Yes! Oh, fucking sweet. Now, should I take it back to the others? Hard to tell. Just kick it again. Pick it up. Now start dragging it back.
Climbing a tree?
I'm attempting to climb a tree.
No, roll an athletics check for me.
All right.
Let's see where they are.
Oh, that's terrible. That's natural 1 for 12.
Well, it's a natural 1.
Yeah, I know.
So you see this tree? Good view. You get 2 branches up, it breaks, and you fall on your ass. Shit. You go to the next one. This is pretty sturdy. You get 3 branches, fall on your ass, and take 5 points of bludgeoning.
All right.
But then Fern does it. Goes up. She sees a very, very large sea off in the distance. Like, based on how clear the details are and stuff, it's very far away, maybe multi-day journey there. But it is large, and nearby there are like wisps of smoke and stuff, indicating like other like homesteads. They're not sure. For all they know, that could be a Vasselheim. I think that's actually what their working theory was. They finish the rest, and here we go again. Esther does one more teleport. And they go directly on a steep mountain slope. I'll let them explain.
Hold us. It'd be valley below.
Did you do it?
I know this is not it.
I hit the button on the hammer.
Again. Do it again.
There is now something to hold on to.
Hold on to my shoulders. And he begins to do the physical incantation as you're holding his legs, kind of like hovering a little bit in space.
Lock.
Teleports again. Marking another spell slot. Someone roll another D100.
It's you.
It's you.
Come on.
You're the chosen one.
No problem. 46. 96. It's a 96.
As you all go. And as you all kind of land, you look around to another similar landscape of ice and snow. Cool. The only person of real recognition is you, as you saw the image of this in Essex mine.
We made it. We made it. We made it.
How did it look?
They are now in Isocross, right outside the ruins of Aor. They can already see signs of it here, like another frickin' video. I gotta lock down my ACs like gaps later. Anyway, they see this like large pillar with a staircase wrapping around it. They see different rooms of sort.
I would like a group stealth check from you all.
Stealth?
With pass without a
Pass
trace.
without a trace.
Oh, who's doing it? I can do it. Okay, you got it.
Okay.
I'll do it.
All right.
Why?
Because we took the rest?
No, this betrayed me every time.
No, that's fine.
What? What?
These ones.
Okay. Not the Dorian. Not like the.
I haven't rolled them yet.
Ashton.
20.
Are you saving it for something special?
20.
You need to know me.
With pass without a trace?
Yeah.
Because he's at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Tie.
27.
Well, you're at a, but you didn't you take? No, I was going to say, didn't you take the magical item?
It's not a disadvantage now.
That's not for stealth though. That's acrobatics, or maybe it's a brand new item and I don't remember.
No, sorry. You took it. You have. Oh, for the next long rest, advantage.
So
on
it's
all,
straight.
So it's just a straight.
Well, I don't know what I rolled anymore.
Just re-roll one more time.
20's pretty good. That's better.
That's better.
That's with pass without a trace. That is 33.
That's better.
Yep.
27.
All right.
30.
14?
That's not bad. That's not terrible. Okay.
Wait, oh, with 10?
Yeah.
Oh, we get 10?
With plus 10.
24.
24. Okay.
21.
Alrighty.
41.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yes.
How? That's the highest.
That's 19 plus 12 plus 10.
Oh shit, we left Chetney behind. We've got to go back.
Is that higher?
I think I got a 44.
Yeah, somewhere, Chetney, you feel a mysterious high five for some extremely mysterious being from another campaign.
Everybody gets
It's
wet.
weird because his chest hair and hair just vanishes in the snow.
That fur lining. Oh.
Speaking of which, as they go on, they notice like areas which they look closer at some of the snow, some weird looking snow. Realize there's some there's not snow, the fur, and there are many of these large hibernating humanoid creatures on the cliff walls and stuff. He identifies these as Matt identifies these as ice trolls. They go single file through a ravine and stuff where with the ice trolls like just going on the side, still sleeping, trying to not be detected for dear life. They find this tunnel stuff, and they go to say small things. They all have to get down, crouch, and crawl through. Ted goes through first. I think he got suddenly goes through, like he looks like getting close to the end. Then suddenly it looks down and sees a sheer drop off. They can see like all of like climbing gear, like tools and stuff, like pitons and stuff on the ground, on the side of the walls, trying to go. They start making way. Chetney goes down first to scout out. With the tools and good checks, he makes it to bomb. Sees one down there. A lot of frozen ancient bone, like bone stuff. There, they all make it down and stuff. They keep going along. They come across these some more recent bodies, though. These are like ones that have been fairly scavenged and stuff. And I was like, wait, could those be stuff? And my suspicions were confirmed when one of them asked if Essex knew them and stuff. He looks down and he gives a little bit of a smile. I was like, yes, I knew it.
That's not dirt.
Something's down here.
Is Essex down with us? We're all down?
Yeah, Essex like hovering, kind of looking around. All right, so first things first, do not touch anything brown. That's not dirt.
Mold?
That's a mold, and it's a dangerous one. If it becomes a problem, do not try and light it on fire. It is immune.
Do you know anything about these people?
I do indeed.
Yeah, dude.
I'm with you now. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I caught
took
it.
a minute to
I
get
caught
there.
it. I caught it.
Retracing Mighty Nine Steps.
Who did we?
Oh my god!
Jason tumbling down the.
Yeah, we took out how the
We set that big ass trap.
Is that Captain America moment?
Good night.
I just do that.
So Essex responds, says, on my first journey down here, my compatriots made sure we weren't followed by a few unsavory types, and it seems that What we left behind, some other denizens of these ruins found what was left. And looks to you and goes, looks like you carry some similar skills as well. Be careful not to lose your footing, Blood Hunter.
Yeah, the good, nice reference. As I said, these are scavenged and thoroughly looted. While investigating the coast, they used the lens they got from the Feywild to detect me. And they noticed that everything seems a little hazy and stuff. And Essex explains that, and they realize, or Essex explains that this entire area has abundance of ambient magic in the air. And they reach before it explains that Essex explains he's going to be taking them to what's known as the Parasitus Ward, or Parasitus Ward, and from there they should be able to locate the Genesis Ward. They go to this area. They find this massive chamber stuff. There's where they can see, and off in the distance, a cityscape in ruin. Climb down there. Climb down. There's a bee up there, just so. They notice that as they go, they keep moving forward, and notice the air gets noticeably warmer. The fact that that it gets warmer, then their winter cloaks might start feeling uncomfortable. Essex does a brief description of what they might find are there, the different experiments and experimental creatures and stuff, and some of the purposes. Stuff we already know from Camper 2, which I won't get into. They find these bluish dome things, which were identified as a safety precaution, that each one of them contains a citizen of Aor. There's a safety measure. However, when it happened and the weird magic took hold, they malfunctioned and stuff. So now there's nothing but corpses and stuff. So they end up becoming the tombs. It explains more of the weird weird effects of the magic and stuff. And they describe, and he basically said that it'll be under the wild magic system, Imogen brings up that time she lost all her hair or turned blue as examples.
But I do not know the length and breadth of what can happen. The most dangerous thing that happened to me was I became a fish for a brief period of time.
You became a fish?
Yes.
What kind of fish?
A salmon, I believe.
Did you know you were a fish?
Yes, it was awful.
Wow. Were you just flopping around, or was there water?
No, I was just flopping on the floor. My partner had to carry me for a bit. But it's...
Could you still breathe, or was it I'm sorry, this is really interesting.
Just
Salmon are heavy. It's a big fish.
Be warned, it can get a bit strange.
Is it all spells, or?
Past a certain point of, I think the arcane threshold needs to go beyond a certain level of spellcraft.
Shouldn't we try to let those people out?
I don't think anyone knows how. And if the...
I'm sorry. They keep going. They find this room with skeletons everywhere and stuff. In the center, there's this statue, like what looks to be like a statue of a woman or something. Mm-hmm. And Chutney uses grim psychology on the statue. She sees this area through. There was a great gathering and stuff. Like in it, though, in it there seemed to be some uprest and stuff. There was like cloaked and armored figures trying to keep people inside. Like at this meeting and stuff. There's the humanoid female who's was standing where the go down, you piece of, and escape, you piece of. This human female, and someone with great points trying to calm down things and stuff. And as she's talking, it seems to get says suddenly there's just white light, and and then all you can see is this statue they saw he used to compare in the same position the woman was in.
But the light encompassed everything. That's all I got.
Is she still alive in there?
Her arms must be so tired.
It's true. I glow blue when time slows down. I say I glow blue when time slows.
Explains this. They talk about how some of this area seems to be like places like frozen in time, or some of the areas which Essex studied in. They quickly exit this chamber or coliseum, whatever thing. Is as soon as they see like a distance far of it, something jumping around, like ape-like, something ape-like jumping around. They go to this area, like they go to this garden area, like gray and stuff. But as they go toward it, like and they reach one area, the legs look. That suddenly changes to look a little vibrant, and look at life. Then as they take more steps, it changes back to like the to is with like this dull grayed lifeless form. It is like a as it goes going, he stops with his point. He's been through this, and he points to a corpse on the ground, like crawling down players like this. And he's with like the silver chain and stuff, and he goes, "That wasn't there before." Because look, and thanks to Orm's ridiculous perception, he can notice the slightest movement. Like it is actually something that's active and moving, but just at extremely slow. That it doesn't appear to be moving. And I forget if it was Llama or I think it was Imogen. Decides to mage hand and try to take the chain off. He ends up landing in the
off of the body.
That's mine.
Bring it over to you.
Put it on the ground.
Is it safe to touch? Ask Essex.
Yeah, it's on an undead body, of course.
Yeah.
He won't spring to life immediately after this.
Don't touch anything.
It is one of the first things I asked you not to do. I literally.
I haven't touched it.
Didn't touch it,
It's
though.
floating.
It's just.
She didn't touch it with her hand. It was just
Keep an eye on that fucking corpse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just set it down on the ground.
It's one of the first things I asked you not to do.
Sorry about that, Essex. I thought I thought that was specifically for things not being worn by mummies.
We're not upset.
I would like to be clear to expand that into anything, especially phantom amulets hanging from long dead
I know,
corpses.
but technically she didn't actually touch it. It was just like from far away. So.
Yeah, you licked it.
If my hair wasn't already white, you'd see it going gray.
You should have been a little bit more specific. So we can't do like a touch with like a mage hand or like a what she just did.
Look, do what you wish. I have means of escape.
Oh, damn.
I'll be fine. Likely.
Lead the way.
Still looks like a really cool.
And he kind of like drifts on, continuing past the amulet and heading down the path.
Mage hand. Soup.
Okay, you pick it up and that's in your grasp.
I'm just gonna not touch it because I'm not breaking my promise.
I'm just gonna absorb it into my chest.
Put it in my little pouch.
Alrighty. Continuing onward, you can see moving through more and more.
They go in. They come to a point where like the ruins are just coming to a sudden slope. The tunnel forward seems to have collapsed and stuff. Collapse. Essex identifies this as his doing and stuff, and starts using his spells to move things out of the way, move the debris out of the way. Going on, they come to a more important rooms where things seem to be like explode. Like part of it has to explode up, of like a geyser or something hit it. Everything's been up. And then they manage to arrive at the Genesis Ward. They are warned. He warns them that this is where they'll likely start encountering the Vanguard or the Assembly members. He says that there's a. Essex says that he knows of one part of the Genesis Ward which is sort of toward the center of Aor and can lead them to the rest. And they start going up. What's their plan? Like, what are they doing? Like, they're going to try to fight Lunas. And stuff. They notice that this is where we'll eventually find some assembly, like allies of the assembly around and stuff. They try to, to avoid large numbers, but if they can, try to separate and capture one for intel. Then they see off on this. Start some more search, and they see off the distance this tent, clearly recently made, a red lantern light inside. And they need to investigate.
You don't hear anything.
I got this. The monocle. I will cast, I think for the first time, Arcane Eye. And I will silently send an invisible eye up towards the tent and around, looking like a fucking drone.
Okay.
But a good drone. Good drone.
Good drone.
Good.
As this faint little point of magical concentration.
He goes as basically the area around, doesn't really see anything. Goes into the tent. He describes the furniture stuff, but he describes some furniture stuff, but then he describes what is the most notable thing. There is blood everywhere, and there are 5 bodies lying in it. They're all donned the clothing of the Vanguard. Before he finishes up, he sends the Arcane Eye outside and go just as high as he can go, while looking downward as like an aerial shot of you. Seeing the whole lots of the Genesis ward, huge area, and not even sure if he can't be even sure that he's seeing all of it. There's a lot more of those blue domes, like blue lit domes that are like for the malfunction safety systems. There are hundreds of them.
Like a sinkhole that's ready to swallow everything.
I'll take the eye. I'll dive back down from the roof, and as I approach all of us, I'll just come along the floor and then come right up under Essex's face and just look right up his nose.
It's so vast and cavernous.
Hairless, freshly trimmed.
Oh shit! You can see. That's right. Apologies. It's massive in all directions. There are hundreds of those bubbles, though.
They since it did confirm that there is no active hostiles in the bay. They go check the turn. There are signs that, and they suspect signs that this could have been infighting of some sort. Like, looking. They noticed the nature of most of the wounds on 4 of the bodies seem to be done with, like, if someone's getting enjoyment out of it. The final one, an elder figure having the least wounds, but the wounds on his body, but the most blood on his arms and stuff, and is lying on the ground he has a small nose in his hand, a small thin dagger and stuff, which is plunged into his throat. That bee's getting way too way too close. And a look of ecstasy on his face and stuff, like it has no way it looks natural. And Chetney uses a grim psychometry to see and sees the recounting a vision of what happened here, of how he's getting a report and suddenly went mad.
And look up and smile as they stab their own throat and then fall back. Your vision.
What was it? What was it?
Gotta check the other part.
What? No, are you okay? Chet, calm down. Chet, look at me. Slap him across the face. Chet. Shh. If you're gonna barf quietly.
That one had some spice on it.
What?
Pull open shirt or robes.
You see,
there is a sigil carved into the chest. Like, it was not something that Chetty saw in the vision, and would have been very difficult to actually have done this, though, because it actually went through the rib to keep going, carving this whole pattern, which includes carving through. That would be very unlikely. This was done after effect, and only the elf leader there who perpetrated the massacre has it. They look at it, through like wounds, they determine that it's not magic wound stuff. It's like just some sort of signal, but it has indication that there could be some sort of symbol, some sort of divinity stuff. Of what type of nature of that divinity was, we have no clue.
Also, Chesty McCarvey,
Chesty McCarvey! Campaign for a character.
he grabbed his head like he was influenced.
Yes.
or something. So
Something gone.
yeah, maybe Imogen, maybe you could put the door out and just, boom.
Yeah. What if it gets in my head?
I mean,
Orem, you're out in the tent with them?
I was out. No, I've been
You
making
had to
sure
pee.
nothing's. I did. I walked a third of a block away and peed behind a tower.
Yeah.
And I came back
on a blue bubble.
smiling. It's like a little.
Don't whiz on me,
900
Arcana.
years later, they're like, why is my leg wet? Just the city, but my leg.
I'm better suited to make sure that nothing's sneaking up on us.
Yeah, he's also. As he's outside, he hears the sound of a grinding stone. He lets the others. They all leave the tent. They sort of scatter and stuff high. As and do their own stealth checks. They see this tall, thin humanoid, 15 or 20 feet tall. There's on his head. It's sort of like it looks like it's almost wearing a hood or something like that, but it's not like fabric. It's like the skin on the back of it like pulled forward and stuff. Here's it. In on its stomach, there's this gap and move, which you can see open up into a toothy maw. And from it, six or more insectoid, like scorpion creatures come out. They have like a transparent, translucent camera so you can see what's inside. Then
They came out of his stomach hole.
Stomach mouth. Toothy mouth.
Yeah. As this happens, Laudanum, you kind of move back, and your foot catches one of the nearby stones that you thought would hold your weight before it kicks out from under you. And at which point, there's a brief moment where you will hold your breath and think maybe nobody saw it. It looks right in your direction as all the creatures begin to skitter in your direction. That's where we're going to pick up next week. But what I can show you, because it'll help you plan for next week, is good.
Teaser.
This week, emotional damage is fucking.
Most of you were kind of hiding over in this, like.
I don't know if
Fucking. Oh no!
Yep.
So.
1, 2, 3.
It'd be a great spin-off.
This week, brand new EXU.
This week on these sneaky bastards.
So,
Disgusting.
This is what I have
we'll pick up next week.
That is so many scorpions. That's so many. And there's another scorpion.
Yeah, there's one over there too.
Scorpions are there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, that last thing is my I don't have it posted yet, but because we'll say I think there's a glitch on D&D Beyond on the druid homebrew druid subclasses. Like they have like a misplaced level or something. It's not recognizing I have all correct features, which I do. Now, anyway, since I knew they were going to ISIL prof, I decided to go with my Circle of the Evergreen Druid. I'm so happy we got to that glade. That makes it more relevant. In resilience there is beauty, and in endurance there is power. You got your druids, the spellless. At second level, you have you gain like you have the first level spells, Zephyr Strike and Armor Agatist. Zephyr Strike just because, but Armor Agatist is like the frozen north. They got Rhymes Binding Ice as a second level spell. You get third level, as well as Spike Growth. At your fifth druid level, you get level spells including Plant Growth and Sleet Storm. For your fourth levels at spells at druid level 7, you got Conjure Minor Elemental and Guardian of Nature, and finally your fifth level spells, Cone of at level 9, Cone Cold and Tree Stride. Then your other level 2 circle of the Evergreen feature, Floral Form. You basically you could choose from either beast or plant for your wild shape. Other restrictions still apply. Then Frigid Defiance at level 6, which you gain resistance to cold damage and have advantage on saving throws against the effects of cold weather. Then you get, at level 10, Pining Longevity. Whenever you use a spell to heal a creature, you gain temporary HP equal to half the HP you restored the healed creature. And finally, your capstone for the subclass at level 14. And it is Frostbitten Reinforcements. Your Frigid Defiance now extends to any ally brought forth via one of your Druid Conjuration spells. And I would normally say thank you, but I have one last thing to add, which is my question for their I'm submitting for Foresight Dive. Between trading Magician's Judge, which can dispel magic while going to a place with weird magic, and then absorbing Screaming Needle right before off to encounter, which increases the difficulty of keeping concentration while going to face off against an Archmage. Why the frick do you keep discarding the most useful items when heading to Islecross? Well, thank you for joining me. This is Free Adventure, and I wish thee good fortune on the quest of life.